Hello. I hope everyone are in a peace of mind. As usual, here I am to introduce to you Planning and Control Management Part 2 on how to establish or develop a new project. And here is our previous session 6, reviewing schedule options and log, summarizing project activities, formatting page header and footer, creating and saving layout. And here is our current session 7, the introduction to cost estimating utilizing Primavera P6. Okay, I noticed that we missed some parts of our previous topics in our recent episode part 2, session 6, about reviewing schedule options, advanced settings, and the other one is reviewing schedule log. So let's get back to this quickly before we proceed to our main topic today. So we will go to our P6 program. Okay, here is our P6 screen in our front now. Let's move to schedule. This is the shortcut one. I will show you again using the menu. You go to tools and then schedule. Okay, but we will be practicing to use the shortcut one. So we will open it and then go to options. So here under the general, we have already discussed all of the items here, but except for the advance that we missed in our recent episode. Okay. So here we can see calculate multiple float paths. And we have the choice for total float and free float. Of course, I prefer to use total float because it is more relative than free float when we speak of network or path of activities within the project. So here is the display multiple plus path ending with activity, where here you can select the activities. Here we can select a specific milestone or a particular activity here where we want to display past or multiple paths of activities that resides within the selected milestones or activity. So leaving this blank, we'll consider that the last activity of the whole project is being considered. So let's leave this as is. Okay, close. Next here is specify the number of paths to calculate. So let's say we will set it in as 5. Let me explain regarding this one. If we specify here more than what is actually the maximum number of paths will result to maximum. While if we specify less than what is really the maximum number of paths will result to what is being less specified. Okay, we will demonstrate this once we go through the schedule log. So let's leave this for a while and get back to this later. Okay, let's close. Now let's review our schedule log. But first, let us run the schedule to refresh the calculation. Okay, let's run it. Okay, done. So we will open it again and view the schedule log. Okay. Now here is our uh, schedule report log. So now we have to go through all the schedule report as displayed here by reviewing and taking a note of any errors to be corrected or to be rectified accordingly. So we have here the schedule reports, starting from scheduling and leveling settings. So these are the reports on the settings we have set recently. So now looking at the number of floats here, this one, it is reported here as 5. Since we set it as 5. But if you look at the Primavera will report the actual number of pass, and we can see it here. Here, can you see this one? So the number of flow spots shown here is 3. So we will confirm it by counting the bars, by counting the bars in our schedule. Okay. So you can see it that it is reported here as 3 while we set it to 5 recently. So let's get back to the schedule option advanced setting to confirm our setting. Okay. So we will open the option and then the advanced. Here it is shown as 5. So also we can demonstrate this by organizing activities by group of float path. And we will count the number of float paths in the what they call this activity window itself. So we will just move here, or let us close this one. So here, let's try to count the number of float paths here. So we will start from mobilization, and then moving. The first pass here is mobilization, and established temporary facilities is the driving activities here. And then it moves to site clearing and earthworks. And then from site clearing and earthworks, it moves to, let's say we will consider first the site drainage network here. and then going to connecting to site concrete road network. And then the next is handover of the site. Okay. The next part here is, let's start again to mobilization with establishment of temporary facilities. These are the driving activities. And then we will go here again also to site clearing and earthworks. Going here, now we will connect to guardhouse and gates. And then guardhouse and gates will be proceeding to site cleaning and then demobilization. So this will be the second pass, or I mean float pass. So do we have any float pass here? Yes, there is. And that is the third pass, which is still the driving activities here is the mobilization and the temporary facilities. And then moving here down to site perimeter wall. And then site perimeter wall will go directly to site cleaning after it is completed, then demobilization. Okay. Now we will confirm it by organizing our schedule into float paths, or I mean, we will group the activities by float paths. So here how to do it. So we will go to group and sort. This is the shortcut, and this is by menu, view, group and sort. But we will use this shortcut here. Shortcut, customize. So here we can say, we can see that our schedule is organized by WBS. Now we will change it into float pass. Okay. If you can see our schedule here, this is the WBS organized by WBS or group by WBS. So we will change to float pass. So let's type F and then look for the float pass, and this is it. And then apply. Okay. So here we go. This is the first float path. This activity here, and this is the second float path. This activity here, and the third. So the first float path includes mobilization, temporary facilities, perimeter wall clearing, and demobilization. The second float path is site clearing, guardhouse and gates, and also it connects to site cleaning and demobilization. And the third float path is the site drainage. I mean, the connection is still here from mobilization, then going down until it is connected to site drainage network and site concrete road network. This one is site concrete road network will be hand over earlier than the overall project. Okay. I hope you have visualized the idea. So let's go back to a schedule log. Here we go. So where are we now? Oh, here in the statistics. So here in the statistic, we can see the number of projects. That is 1, the open project. The activities is 9. So we will, the non-started activities is 9. The relationship is 10. and 0. So we will confirm this number of activities in our schedule by counting it physically, because our schedule contains only a few number of activities, so we can count it physically. Unless we have thousands or of activities, so we cannot count it physically, okay? So let's go back just to demonstrate how the schedule report log is accurate. Okay, so let's go back to our Primavera. Here. So the number of activities, we will count it one by one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the report is accurate. Now, how about the number of relationship? So we can count it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9. So it is correct, right? Okay, let's go back to schedule log. Okay, but it is shown here, the relationship is 10. The activities is correct, but the relationship is 10. Okay, let's count it again. Relationship 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why 9? Okay, this one. We forgot to count this one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why it's only 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why the schedule report shows 10? Relationship is 10. I think we miscounted it. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8, and also here going here is 9 and then 10. So that's correct. Because we have a relationship from here down to cleaning and down to site cleaning. So that is one relationship. And then also from here, the perimeter wall going to down cleaning also. So that's another one relationship. So that means two relationship is going to the site cleaning. So we will count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So that's okay. Am I correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that's correct. So let's get back to the schedule log. Okay. Errors and warnings. Activity without predecessor mobilization that is acceptable because that is the first activity in our project. Next is the activities without successor. We have two. The first one is demobilization that is acceptable, but because that is the last activity of our project. And the site concrete road network. What do you think? Is it acceptable or not? Of course, that is acceptable because there is no more successor on it because we have to deliver it, or I mean to hand over this uh, activity or this interim milestone earlier than the overall project completion. Okay, out of sequence, 0. We have not yet started our project. That is why out of sequence is not needed yet. Activities with actual dates, the same thing. Milestone activities with invalid relationship, this the same thing. Finish milestone and predecessor have different calendars. No problem in here because you know why? Our calendars, all of our activities are assigned with calendar A for all of them, for all of the activities, okay? Calendar A, which is 8 hours a day and 7 days a week without holiday. So scheduling, leveling results, project scheduling, leveling, we have one. We have one scheduled project, and then activity scheduled, we have 9. Relationship with other projects, 0, because we have no link with other activities. Data date, the same as in the project early start date. And we have a latest early finish date, which is 27 March 2023. And this is good for 300 calendar days. And we have here the number of flow paths, which is 3, is confirmed correct. And we have here the critical activities, 7. Number of activities, which is demobilization, mobilization, establish temporary facilities, site clearing and earthworks, site perimeter wall, guardhouse. So let's confirm this and let's look at our schedule. So how many activities within our critical path? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it correct? I think it's correct. So 7, that's correct. Now here, this area here are the miscellaneous this area here, sorry, are the miscellaneous schedule reports. Other schedule informations are reported here. If you look at the activities with unsatisfied constraints, all are 0. Satisfied relationship, 0. External dates, 0. Activities that are not on any flow path, 0. Okay, I think we are done here in our schedule. Now, let's proceed to our main topic for today's episode. Anyway, I remember when I was a beginner to this career, I can imagine that for most beginners here watching this exercise may be in a state of confusion or struggling to understand some other topics or terminologies that I am talking here. But I can assure you, gradually, you will realize everything while we go further. But for now, this is just a matter of process of providing you an advance or initial ideas until we are in the course of fully discussing the subject for your satisfaction. So just keep patient and go through the available episodes step by step, and you will realize later that this is worth a great deal of learning for you. Okay, moving forward, as we have differentiated earlier that a schedule pertains only to time details of the project, while program is the complete details of the project, which includes time, resources, cost, and other supplementary elements. Now, since we have already completed earlier what we call tender schedule as a time detailed schedule. So this time we will incorporate a resource and cost estimate and other elements into our tender schedule using Primavera P6, and we will call this as our tender program. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, we're done here. Here's how we are going to build our tender program by incorporating resource and cost estimate with the following assumptions. First, for demonstration purposes, resource and cost estimates will be performed in this exercise on how Primavera P6 can be utilized to carry out estimating works. Let me say something about this one. This could be of great advantage to your organization if, besides being in charge of planning and scheduling assignment, you are also excel in estimating works, which you could perform both at the same time. Or if it is not the case, and your immediate supervisor agreed to integrate schedule and cost estimate all in one at Primavera P6 with the assistance or working along with the estimator, I can say what could be the advantage. First, the planner has the complete and accurate data and information stored in the project program from initiation or from the start, which will be of great convenience for the planner or project control personnel of having an accurate basis stored and carried through the development of the detailed program when awarded, and of course, throughout the project execution. Next, as fundamental and significant to project cost estimate, general requirements such as project management, transportation and markups for overhead, contingency, contractor's profit, and required taxes will be considered at a minimum into the completed tender schedule to suffice this exercise. Next. The execution will include the derivation of formulas for calculating of markup elements using global chains feature of Primavera P6. Next is the two methods on how to incorporate markup costs for the project will be introduced as follows. Method A, it is by adding markup cost on top of individual direct and indirect activities. And method B is by adding a separate items for markup elements into the project. Therefore, two tender programs will be developed to demonstrate each of the two methods mentioned. These are tender program method A and tender program method B. Okay. Now I think we are done here. So let's pause here for a while today, and we will continue to a more exciting topics in our next episode. Let me present to you our next episode. Here is our next episode for part 2, session 8. The first one is adding additional activities for project estimate general requirements. And then the second one is linking additional and existing activities. And the third one is adding and assigning additional WBS labels for additional activities. The next one is assigning activity types to all activities. And the last is assigning duration types to all activities. So see you in this next coming episode. Don't skip any episode because a lot of excitement is coming one by one. Please like this video, subscribe, and share to make me happy. Thank you and God bless to us. Bye-bye.